Top 10 Bizarre Daily Routines of History's Most Powerful Rulers. Power doesn't just shape nations, it shapes the people who hold it. Behind the crowns, thrones, and armies of history's most powerful rulers lie strange secrets about how they lived day to day. Some rulers pushed their bodies to the limit with little sleep, others trusted bizarre superstitions, and some indulged in extravagant rituals that seem downright unbelievable today. So today, we're counting down the top 10 bizarre daily routines of history's most powerful rulers. Stick around, because the number one ruler's obsession might be the strangest of them all. And before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss more fascinating history. 1. Napoleon Bonaparte, the micro-nap strategist. Napoleon Bonaparte, the French emperor who shook Europe, believed sleep was a luxury for the weak. His bizarre routine? He survived on just 2 to 3 hours of sleep per night. But instead of collapsing from exhaustion, he recharged through what we'd now call power naps. He would nap for just 10 to 15 minutes multiple times a day, claiming it kept his mind sharp and ready for battle. This habit helped him march his armies across Europe and outthink rivals who needed long rest. But in the long run, historians believe it damaged his health and worsened his decision-making, possibly contributing to his downfall at Waterloo. Still, Napoleon swore that sleep was for commoners, while victory belonged to the sleepless. 2. Queen Elizabeth I, the Mirror Ritual. Elizabeth I of England, known as the Virgin Queen, had an unusual obsession with her appearance. Every day, she spent hours staring into mirrors, perfecting her look, and covering her face with white ceruse, a dangerous makeup made of lead. To Elizabeth, pale skin meant beauty and power. But this daily routine came at a cost. The toxic makeup slowly poisoned her, causing hair loss and skin damage. Yet she never abandoned it, believing her carefully crafted image helped maintain her rule over England. Her obsession with beauty shows us how even powerful rulers weren't free from society's pressures. Sometimes, they were the most enslaved by them. 3. Tsar Peter the Great, the Tooth Collector. Peter the Great of Russia had an eccentric hobby that turned into a bizarre routine: dentistry. He was fascinated with pulling teeth and carried dental tools with him wherever he went. But here's the strange part. He often pulled people's teeth even if they didn't need them removed. For Peter, this wasn't just curiosity. It was control. Subjects couldn't say no to the Tsar, and his daily tooth-pulling sessions became a symbol of his dominance. 4. King Louis XIV, the public wake up. Louis XIV of France, the famous Sun King, turned even waking up into a spectacle. Every morning, his rising was a public event called the levee. Nobles, servants, and courtiers crowded his bedroom to watch him open his eyes, wash, and get dressed. This bizarre daily routine wasn't just about vanity, it was strategy. By making courtiers compete for the honor of dressing him, Louis reinforced his control over the nobility. Even his most private moments became political theater. For Louis XIV, the king wasn't just a man, he was a performance. 5. Emperor Nero, perfumed baths and rose showers. Rome's notorious Emperor Nero lived in outrageous luxury. His daily routine included bathing in perfumes instead of water and having rose petals fall from the ceiling during meals. He demanded his palace always smell of exotic fragrances, spending fortunes on oils and flowers. For Nero, hygiene wasn't just cleanliness, it was another way to flaunt his power and wealth. While Rome's citizens struggled for bread, Nero drowned in rose water. His bizarre obsession with perfumes became part of his infamous legacy of excess and self-indulgence. 6. Winston Churchill, running a war from bed. Britain's wartime Prime Minister Winston Churchill shocked many with his daily routine. Instead of rising early, he often stayed in bed until 11 a.m. but he wasn't being lazy. From bed, he dictated letters, spoke with generals, read reports, and even held meetings. Churchill believed starting the day slowly gave him energy for the grueling late-night war councils that often stretched past midnight. His strange work-from-bed lifestyle may have saved his strength during World War II, showing that leadership doesn't always follow conventional routines. 7. Emperor Caligula. Conversations with the Moon. Few rulers were as infamous as Caligula of Rome. Among his many bizarre habits, one stands out: he often spent nights talking to the moon as if it were a living companion. Some Romans whispered that he had gone mad, while others thought it was superstition or even a way of communicating with gods. 8. Joseph Stalin, the Midnight Dictator. The Soviet leader Joseph Stalin ran his empire on an upside-down schedule. His daily routine started in the late afternoon, with official business beginning around 3 p.m. but his meetings dragged on until 3 or 4 a.m., forcing his officials to adapt to his exhausting hours. This strange schedule gave Stalin a psychological advantage. While others were drained, he remained sharp, holding all the power. His late-night habits created a climate of paranoia and fatigue among his inner circle, ensuring no one could challenge his dominance. 9. Maharaja Bhupinder Singh, a parade of wealth. The Maharaja of Patiala in India had one of the most extravagant routines of any ruler. Each day, he flaunted his immense wealth through public displays. He owned hundreds of Rolls-Royces, wore outfits encrusted with diamonds, and even commissioned a diamond-studded cricket kit. For him, daily life was a runway for luxury. His bizarre obsession with showing off wasn't just vanity, it was a way of reinforcing his royal image and intimidating rivals. In his world, wealth wasn't meant to be hidden. It was meant to dazzle. 10. Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the deadly quest for immortality. China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, feared death so much that he built his daily routine around chasing immortality. Every day, he consumed elixirs of life, created by alchemists. Tragically, these potions were made with mercury and toxic minerals. Instead of granting eternal life, they slowly poisoned him. From Napoleon's sleepless ambition to Nero's perfume baths, from Caligula's moonlit conversations to Qin Shi Huang's deadly potions, these routines prove that power often goes hand in hand with eccentricity. Behind their crowns and armies, history's greatest rulers were still human, strange, flawed, and sometimes disturbingly bizarre. But here's the question: which of these routines shocked you the most? And if you had to adopt one, which would you choose, Napoleon's sleepless naps or Churchill's bed office? Drop your answer in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you never miss more journeys into history's strangest secrets. Because history isn't just about wars and politics, it's about the bizarre lives of the people who ruled the world.